Ho ho ho, so you want Silver Wolf, So do I. So fellow Silver Wolf waters, this video will cover Silver Wolf's kit as well as the materials she will need for unlimited power. First of all, Silver Wolf is a nihility character, which means she's a debuffer, and her entire kit is centered around bugs. Not those kind of bugs, these bugs, which are basically debuffs of different types. There are 3 types of bugs, which are attack reduction, defense reduction, and speed reduction, which are governed by her talent, awaiting system response, and for every debuff on an enemy, Silver Wolf's damage against that enemy increases by 15%, which can be stacked and has maximum 5 stacks. Now let's take a look at her traces. Silver Wolf deals quantum damage with her basic attacks and has a 65% base chance of inflicting a random bug for 3 turns. See that attack reduction? That was a bug. And you can also stack different bugs on an enemy. Next is her skill. Silver Wolves deal quantum damage to a target with a 75% base chance to impose weakness of a random allies type on the target for 3 turns and reduce the target's damage resistance to that weakness type by 20%. This means that if you have a team of Japard, Tecky, Silver Wolf and Sealy for example, and you are fighting a boss that does not have a quantum weakness and your Sealy is crying in the corner, that's where Silver Wolf's skill comes to the rescue. When you use Silver Wolf's skill, she will randomly impose weakness of one of your teammates type on the target. So if the boss has a ice, fire and lightning weakness, Silver Wolf will give that boss a quantum weakness too, which is a huge deal because now your Sealy can break the enemy's toughness as well as do more damage because of the 20% damage resistance reduction that Silver Wolf gives to that weakness type. This skill makes Silver Wolf a really good support, and her ultimate also deals good amount of quantum damage with a 100% base chance to cause entanglement, and for each debuff inflicted on the enemy deals an additional 18% of Silver Wolf's attack as quantum damage to that enemy up to 5 times. And also when entangled, the enemy's action is delayed by 40%, and at the start of the next turn, the enemy receives quantum damage over time equal to 48% of Silver Wolf's attack. Silver Wolf's ult is really important as it has a guaranteed chance to cause entanglement, which delays enemy's action by 20%, and her ult also delays entangled enemy's action by an additional 40%. That in itself is huge, and Silver Wolf's technique is quite interesting as well. Using it immediately attacks the enemy, and after entering battle, ignores enemies' weakness types and depletes the toughness of all enemies. And if a target's weakness is broken, they will become entangled. Now let's talk about how much resources you will need to upgrade Silver Wolf. And I assure you, it's a lot. To level up Silver Wolf from level 1 to level 80, you will need a total of 289 Traveler's Guide, 6 Adventure Logs, and 16 Travel Encounters along with 582,600 credits. And you will also need 65 Void Cast Irons, 5 Ancient Parts, 15 Ancient Spindles, and 15 Ancient Engines with 300,000 credits for her Ascension. For her traces, you will need 18 Obsidian of Dread, 69 Obsidian of Desolation, 139 Obsidian of Obsession, 41 Ancient Parts, 56 Ancient Spindles, 58 Ancient Engines, 12 Destroyer's Final Round, and 8 Tracks of Destiny to max out her traces. And lastly, for her Eidolons, you will need money, which a broke ass like you don't have. And that was all. Or am I forgetting something? Oh yeah, right. Subscribe right now or